Probably a handful or half a dozen sessions total. There was a couple sessions where we came home with no footage. Just either didn't pull it, or battery died, or security issues, always something like that. But yeah, we managed to get stuff through. Thanks to my wife coming back and filming time and time again. I don't know the duration actually though.
Hundreds of hours.
Yeah, she said hundreds of hours.
I'd say about 3 or 4 months. It was kind of like I was working a lot, and for a lot of the summer it was just I'd work all day, and then from like 6 p.m. to like maybe 9 p.m. I'd be riding, and then I'd try to get my wife out to film. And so I don't know, it kind of sucks working that much and trying to actually ride and progress and do that. So I did a lot of it during those kind of times. So it was a bit like that end of it was a bit more of a struggle, and then a few months, I guess. So
the first combo, which is the last one in the edit, took the longest, and we actually got it on film once, but it was with a new camera and it didn't turn out right. You couldn't see it, so we had to film it again, and it was taking me a long time to get in. I almost gave up, and I didn't think I was going to get anything for the whole year. So I remember just thinking wow, this is a year I come home with nothing. I was really bummed. So to actually come through with this, I'm stoked.
I don't know. I mean, there's a few that I was stoked on. Like there was one where I do usually I'm stoked on them if the form is good. Because usually I have a vision of how a trick is going to look in my head, and if I can make it how it looks in my head, then I'll be more stoked on it than if I just happen to pull it sooner, but it's sloppy. There's a trick that I do that's it's like one whiplash, but there's 2 full body burials in one whiplash. I don't know what time it is in the video or whatever, but it took a lot of time to do it, because with that stuff I don't like dropping the back wheel down at all, during the pivot whiplash stuff. It just makes that stuff seem a little hokey to me. And so doing it without too much dead time and too much slop, just when I was able to do it without that was probably my favorite, I guess.
Honestly, Sean McKinney's the catalyst to that. He's never given up. Ever since the Sabbath went out of production, he's constantly kept pushing Flatland, and there was an 8-year span where there was no Flatland frames produced there. So now that there is, McKinney's really psyched, and the fact that they're actually selling and we're able to do batch after batch, that's got the other guys in the building really psyched too. So now we're able to offer more sizes. Like this last year, we offered the 20 and the 20.5 and 9-inch bars, and hopefully we'll be able to keep continuing the progress with the products like that. For sure, yeah, that's something that's part of my responsibility actually with S&M is designing the products, but also keeping an eye on the scene, and we really want to have strong representation, and Peter totally fits that, and we got a bunch of guys representing, and I'll probably forget everybody's name, and the list is kind of boring, but truth is we'll have an edit coming out pretty quick that'll showcase some of those guys, and hopefully lots of other photos and other stuff.
Yeah, I already started filming for the next one. Last year when I put out the other one, I was more relieved because it was I had a really busy schedule, and I wanted to get things filmed the way I wanted to do them, for the last 10. And then when that was done, I was relieved, and then I was okay, got to film this S&M one, and then now that's done, I'm actually kind of more hungry to do the next thing now, just because you have all these tricks in mind that you want to, I would have wanted to get for the S&M edit that I didn't get, and so sometimes you're not always thinking about what you just did, and whether you if you like it a lot or something. I wasn't so much thinking about that edit. I was more so thinking about okay, I didn't get these things, so I have to go get those things now too, And I guess that's probably why I maybe feel a bit more motivated now, as opposed to just being like, you know, okay, I'm done filming, I just need to go take a break for a while. So
that's a great question, man. I can't put a time on it, or a year or date or anything like that. I mean, at this point, when I first started riding a BMX bike, I never would imagine I'd be doing it to this point, you know. And the fact is, flatland really keeps me young. I mean, the fact is that flatland is a great form of exercise, and it really keeps me young. You know, it's not as brutal as other disciplines in BMX. So if you pace yourself and stretch and take care of yourself, I think you can have a long riding career. So I really don't see the end. I mean, I got little like aches and pains, bruises and stuff like that here, just like everyone else. But it's not enough to stop me. I mean, I can't think past the next year or two, or you know, even that. But I could see. I'd like to see 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I don't know. As long as I have the energy to put into it, I have new ideas in my head. So I'm just trying to get them out before, you know, as soon as I can.